Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again on this Friday. Week's over, 4th of July weekend. Y'all make sure y'all be safe out there. Don't be blowing fingers up. Now, as you've all probably heard by now, Dallas Cowboys have been selected to be on the Hard Knocks, the HBO's Hard Knocks yet again. Um, I'm not gonna say I'm excited about it, but I'm gonna give it to you in two ways, right? I'm um I'm gonna talk about it, the pros and cons of being on HBO's Hard Knocks. Now, as we talked about Hard Knocks before, we know that the Cowboys had a series called All for Nothing before. That was interesting just to watch and to see. I think that was Dak and Zeke's rookie year, I believe. But yeah, but Hard Knocks. This is the Dallas Cowboys organization's third time being on the show. I think they were on 02, 08, and now 2021. So pretty much everybody on this team is going to be their first time on the Hard Knocks episode. You know, now that Romo and Jason Witten are not on the team anymore. So I feel like them doing this show and having those cameras all over the place in the facility and things of that nature, the bad part of it to me is going to be the fact that it's going to make them lose focus, I feel like. Because you look at what the Cowboys have done this off season and try to come back and literally try to refocus their attention on trying to win again. We know what happened with COVID. We know, the distractions of that and the pandemic itself and not being able to be around each other. So now you have this Hard Knocks thing coming in here with all these cameras, and I feel like a lot of these players are not going to be their natural selves because they have to show a certain persona because they know they're going to be on TV. Now, that can actually hurt the rookies too as well because they're going to be kind of quiet and pretty much not really saying much or throwing anything out there like that. So it might impede on their progress. It's just an added distraction. And Cowboys didn't get a chance to go to Oxnard last year because of COVID. They're back in Oxnard this year. I just feel like they just need that private time. Mike McCarthy needs that time with Dak Prescott without the cameras and stuff and having to be politically correct and phony in front of television because they're gonna treat the show as if it's like the media in there. You know that the Cowboys are always, well, just any player, any team, anywhere. They're very vague when they're getting interviewed and stuff like that. They're not themselves. I want to see them be themselves. I want to see Dak Prescott get a better relationship with Mike McCarthy because that's his new coach, and they didn't get a chance to do that last season. I want to see the new defensive coordinator and Dan Quinn get in tune with his young guys. I just feel like the show's presence is going to be a big distraction in Big D. So, um, but also though, because most of these players on this team are used to the glitz and glamour outside of the rookies, of course. They'll probably be used to it and they might just blow it over like it's nothing and just keep on doing what they do. Now, I don't know for sure that it'll be a distraction, but I feel like it'll be a big distraction because, again, you got all these cameras everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere these players go. The locker room, the meeting rooms, when they're in their sectional stuff, like their section meetings, when they're out on the field, when they're running drills, like probably when they're at lunch. So I just feel like there's every second is going to be something, and I just feel like the focus is going to lapse. And I know that they're supposed to be doing a joint practice with the Rams at some point in the off season for training camp. That's going to be interesting too as well because now the Rams are going to be back on the show. They want their presence to be known as well. So it's going to be some fighting. It's going to be a lot of shit talking. It's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. Now, one thing we do know is every team that's been on Hard Knocks have not won the Super Bowl that year. So that could be a curse for the Cowboys because, you know, let some of these talking heads out here, they may say that, oh, the Cowboys probably not gonna go to the playoffs this year anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm just like, well, you don't know that. You don't. Nobody knows that. So, as a fan, you're definitely going to stay optimistic, and even if you're a fan of a different team, you should know that too, because you put yourself in that situation and say, how would I feel about my team going in this direction, and then somebody else just going to say that they're going to falter without even giving them an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like it's just to me, it's a dumbass narrative, but. As far as the HBO show being there with Hard Knocks, I just feel like it's going to be a big distraction. Um, or I could be completely wrong. They could go in there and they could just be used to those type of cameras and be just like, you know what, they here, we gonna be us. We gonna be in here with our draw, not literally in their draws, but you know what I'm saying. Like we're gonna be here like it's at home. I'm gonna be with my feet kicked up, relaxing, chilling, acting the same way I normally do. So whatever you put out there, this is the natural me. So I'm just curious to see how Mike McCarthy engages with the young Dak Prescott and everything. Well, I say young, but now he's definitely getting older in the league now. But he's young compared to me. But I just look at it like this. I feel like Dak really needs that focus to be, you know, win, game. Just thinking about football, not all that outside stuff. Because I feel like the Hard Knocks just brings that out. It's almost like they had to have content. I understand it's for content, but do something else. Pick another team. They could have got the Titan. They could have went and got the Titans again this year because they got Julio Jones now. You could have did the New York Football Giants. Their defense is getting better. You could have did the Washington team. Their defense is really good. Their front seven. You got a lot to talk about there. We don't need that. We definitely don't need that. So it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think. That's all I have right now. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section about the whole HBO Hard Knocks and the Cowboys being back on it for the third time in franchise history. I think the show has been going on for like 20 years now. But I had a feeling early in the offseason because we had a conversation in the group chat about, what team do you think going to be in the Hard Knocks. I thought that they would have did the Buccaneers only because Tom Brady is new there, Gronkowski is new there, and it almost gives you want to kind of see the in-depth view of how he literally manages with a lot of these players that never played with him before. So uh, I just feel like doing that with the Cowboys team is almost cursing them, and I'm just like, because no team has literally won a Super Bowl that was on Hard Knocks that first year. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So let me know what you guys think in the chat box, and we'll talk about it. In future before when I do my next live stream definitely before training camp. Training camp, guys. 20 days till training camp. Boom, boom. No, it's 20, 19, 19 or 20. I stopped counting. I'm gonna say 20 just for dramatic effect. All right, you guys. Look, you guys enjoy your weekend, guys. Be safe out there. Don't get in no trouble. Stay positive and enjoy family. Cookout time, baby. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy YouTube Blue. Always keeping it real. Peace out.